Changes to the U.S. Postal Service just took effect in April, and it could impact how often you get your mail. USPS says most deliveries will stay the same, although that's up for debate. But changes that took effect on April 1st could mean you get certain mail faster or slower, depending on what it is and where you live. It's all part of the ongoing Delivering for America 10-year plan. Its efforts to try to save $36 billion over the next decade. The cost-cutting plan includes cutting jobs from USPS, adding a new fleet of electric delivery trucks to replace existing trucks that keep breaking down, and slowing delivery times for many rural customers. So what are the changes exactly? I'm breaking that down today. They are a little hard to understand. I'm going to do my best to try to explain it to you. Here is what we know right now. USPS says it is refining its service standards for various products, including first-class mail. The Postal Service is now counting on increased zip code precision, improved processing organization, and expansion of turnaround service. That's mail that's processed and delivered in the same region, and it's hoping to make USPS more efficient. Now, in a fact sheet, USPS stated about 75% of first-class mail will keep its current service standards, but 14% will actually see an improvement in delivery times, but 11% could see slower delivery times. Again, this is for first-class mail. USPS has stated the delivery times won't exceed the current 5-day service standard for first-class mail. So again, that's 75% of first-class mail won't see any difference in delivery times. 14% will be faster, 11% will be slower. And that's going to affect mainly rural customers, those slower delivery times. Another change, USPS is going to 5-digit zip code pairs rather than the current standard, which is based on 3-digit code pairs. Now, this is a system used by the USPS to determine mail sorting and delivery zones. It's a very confusing process, but it's to calculate postage based on distance. And we'll show you a map just in a moment about how you can see how all this is going to impact you. So instead of pulling from the first 3 digits of your zip code, they're going to start pulling from all 5, which will create more precise processing, sorting, and the delivery system according to USPS. And the changes also include a new map feature for people to go online and see how they could be impacted. Here's a look at that now. Here are the expectations for receiving mail. Again, it's based on the 5-digit zip code pairing rather than the 3-digit. So you can visit this USPS website. We have it linked in the story, and then see your respective zip codes. There are 7 different options to choose from here for mail delivery service, and then it's going to be a colored map, and we'll walk us through this really quick for maybe the Springfield area. So here's an example. Springfield 65807, we type it in on this website, and then we choose what we want. So we'll do first-class mail and letter cards. So the USPS says the 5-day standard will remain the same for almost all first-class mail. So let's take a look at how Southwest Missouri could be impacted by this. It actually looks a little faster. 4 days for most of the Midwest if you're sending mail first class that way. 5 days for the East and the West coasts if it's coming from or going to there. You can also look at other mail services. So let's look at priority mail. It's a little different. 2 days to 3 days. Periodicals. And you can see, it could be 7 days, 6 days in some areas, 5 days in some areas. And then we can also look at the package services. Big difference there as well. 2 days for just the general Southwest Missouri area. So you can just go through and look at the different services and how your zip code will be affected, or at least you get a good sense of the delivery times when you send out mail or when you can be expecting mail. Now, the changes, this is just the first of two waves of changes from the U.S. Postal Service as part of that Delivering for America plan. The next set of changes will take effect on July 1st. We don't know what those will be yet, but more information is expected to be released closer to that date. So if you are interested, head over to that website. Again, we have a link. If you scroll down in this story, you can find that map that I showed you there and see how your delivery times will be impacted with this new change. Again, it took effect on April 1st. For now, I'm Bailey Stroll at the Ozarks First Digital Desk.